Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Mo's Weekly Picks. This is week one. Big moment here in the league. Everybody is trying to be 1-0 and start off the season strong. I'm going to give a little recap of our draft and also what we're going to be seeing overall in week one. To start off, the team that's in the most trouble in my mind, none other than the Fence Hopper. He has both Adrian Peterson and Aaron Richards signed for five-year contracts, totaling $280 of his $500 salary cap. If AP or AR gets hurt at any point in his career, he's done. Also, Tyler Effort at $45. Nobody from Notre Dame is worth $45. In my mind, the steal of the draft has to go to myself. I have multiple individuals who I got way undervalued considering I didn't pick anybody for 45 picks. When I have a foursome of Dwayne Bowe, Pierre Garçon, Torrey Smith, and Deshaun Jackson, all for less than what Calvin Johnson went for, that's considered a huge win. As we look into this first week, we have a couple teams that haven't even went ahead and placed their lineup yet. Kind of important considering the games start tomorrow. Fence Hopper, presumably upset because of his poor draft, is now refusing to play whatsoever and is not fielding a team this week. He's going against Duke, who, in my mind, has one of the worst teams in the league, yet is projected the highest score. Which gets me on another topic, NFLs.com's projections. As Eric and Jason said, they're absolutely horrible. How in the world is BenJarvus Green-Ellis projected 16 points, and my steal, via trade via Andy, Bernard, only is projected 0? He's not even projected one single yard. Calvin Johnson, 33 points, which he actually may do. So I take that away. Nonetheless, the projections are absolutely ridiculous, so it's worthless for me to go over them this week. However, one of the different items that I like to look at is my overall projections. We have a couple very close games this week. I believe Pierce Brosnan and the Rectal Renegades will have an extremely close game. I believe Rectal Renegades will pull it out in the end, considering Pierce Brosnan still has not set his lineup, but even if he did, I believe he's going to lose. As I look a little bit farther, the big matchup is, again, myself and Scott, Dutch Oven, who are both projected nearly the same amount of points, although, as I mentioned earlier, Bernard is projected with 0 points. I love Mike Ditka and Vinegar Strokes. This could also be a battle within the division. With, right now as projected, the Vinegar Strokes projected for a 153 to a 140 victory. However, at that same note, he has Dwayne Allen, who never even played a snap all preseason, that's projected at 15 points. He's also the second tight end on the team, let alone probably the fourth or fifth receiving option. I don't foresee that happening. If I'm going to go out on a limb and pick anybody, I may actually side with I love Mike Ditka just because he's a Bears coach. So let's recap. I'm taking Ditka. I'm taking the Rectal Renegades. I'm also taking Forte Yard Dash because I will probably take myself every single week. Other than that, we have some different battles going on. The name that I enjoy most in the league, Unnecessary Fisting, going against the worst team name in the league, Team 10. This is actually the projected battle that's going to be closest, within 3.22 points. And actually, most of these projections are pretty right on, aside from Brent Selleck, who evidently is not going to participate in the game. They do have a couple sleepers, including Alshon Jeffrey over on Team 10, who is a big boomer bust candidate for the year. He could easily put up 20 or put up 0 in the same game. Either one may happen. Fisting wants to throw out there Lamar Miller. He was also part of the big trade that included Bernard. Miller is projected 16 more points than Bernard today, and throughout the whole season is projected well over 100 points more. I'm going to place money that that's not going to happen. And finally, we have the final answer along with the Prodigy. Now this battle is, as we've talked about, is projected about 15 points differential. I'm going to go ahead and take the Prodigy though. The final answer does have a couple big players, including Arian Foster and Steven Jackson, who he spent a ton of money on. So as the team go, or as they go, his team will go. When you look a little bit farther down his team, Darius Hayward-Bay is only projected 2 points, which I also project is a big boomer bust candidate for the year. When you look at the Prodigy, he has a variety of different players. He has Newton, Richardson, Forte, Wallace, and Welker. A Madden 2010 dream. Other than that, his team looks overly very solid as long as Derek McFadden stays healthy. So, finally, as our full recap goes, so everybody can keep track of my stats, I'm going to go with Forte Yard Dash over Dutch Oven, Unnecessary Fisting over Team 10, the Prodigy over the Final Ansa, the Rectal Renegades over Pierce Brosnan. We're going to go with Duke over the Fence Hopper and a Barn Burner. And we're also going to go with Dicka over the Vinegar Strokes. Tune in next time as Eric / Adam Scheffner will go ahead and have the latest rumors coming up in the next few days. He did not see the trade coming, which happened today, because nobody told him, aka I didn't tell him until afterwards, which was also steal because I got a draft pick out of Mike if I want to switch them, which I will have a better record than Mike. I almost guarantee that. So, look for his latest rumor mill coming up soon. I will also be providing a recap of the games every Tuesday morning, I believe. And also, if anything stupid happens, I will also randomly post some updates. Appreciate it, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys soon.